Hello, good morning. I am Justine Powell, and I wanted to hop on today really fast and talk to you about Maskcara Beauty and my most favorite makeup. As many of you know, I just got back from our first annual convention. It was so super fun, and we have some brand new products. So I'm going to be showing you some of those. And good morning, Janice. Thank you for being here. And I'm gonna just quickly put on my makeup today so you can see how fast and easy this is. My setup is a little bit different today, so hopefully the lighting is okay. But it's the end of summer, I've been teaching swimming lessons, have a little bit of sun. So normally I use amber for my highlight color, but today I am going to be using mango. So I'm working out of my mini double-decker. So I love that it has two different levels, one for my creams and one for my eyeshadows. So mango is the color I'm going to be using today. This is my 30-second hack, and it just kind of melts right into your skin. So the biggest thing that you need to watch for with this makeup is that a little bit goes a long way. It should just complement your skin so perfectly, just melt in like butter. It shouldn't sit on the top. And I have a little bit of redness, as you may have noticed. I went running this morning with my husband, and so my skin is still a little bit red, but this will really neutralize that. So if you'd like to be color matched, then go ahead and send me a picture, and you can just message me or email me, and I would be more than happy to look at that and help you choose out your perfect colors. And it's just so fun. It's just so perfect. This makeup lasts me a really long time. So if you have purchased this makeup and you're going through it really fast, you probably are using too much. So your highlights should last you a long time. Like we're talking like a couple months, 2, 3. Mine lasts me probably about 4. All right, so there is that mango. I feel like it's just the perfect color. I have a little bit of darkness right down here, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of extra. I wanted to also show you that this is buildable. So if you have an area that is not covering very well, you can always go over top of it. Now, if you have some skin discoloring and things like that, another option that you can do is we have our B² brush. So you could go a little bit darker. For example, if you're normally amber, then maybe you could try the mango and just go over it with your B² brush and kind of go in a circular motion to kind of even out your skin. So that's another little trick. All right, so now this is a detail hack brush. I'm still going for my light color. I am still going in with June. Underneath my eyes, I wear sunglasses a lot. The color just hasn't changed much for me. So amber, I could see it sitting on my skin. So June is still the best color for me. So if you have coloring similar to me, that kind of gives you somewhere to start. I've yet to meet anybody who's not a little dark through here, so I am going right over my lid. I want to neutralize that redness and that darkness, and just kind of come down at a V and fill all of that in. And it's just a beautiful base. All right. Switch hands for me. I know some people like to use the same hand. I don't have as much control, so I like to switch hands. So thank you, Janice. I was so surprised to win that award, but it's all because of you guys and your amazing support, and I just can't thank you enough for being on this journey with me and using these fabulous products. I really truly love them with all my heart. I've used a lot of different products out there, and so now I'm just gonna go over my nose right here. So if you've used mascara, then Let me know your thoughts on it, what your favorite things are. And then you can just go if you have light, if you want to be light anywhere else. All right, so now I'm taking this squared end of this detail and I like to just sweep it. So I feel like, especially if you have a little more mature skin like me, or any age really, you don't want your makeup settling in your lines. Whether you have a lot of lines or not, you just don't want makeup settling. So I love how to blend with this brush. I also like to kind of go over in case I got a little heavy around my mouth, kind of blend it all out. I'll be going over here again with my Perfector sponge in a little bit, but you don't want your makeup kind of just settling or being thick in any areas, okay? All right, so now we have a brand new contour. This is Astoria. So if you have used our products before, it's between olive and indigo. So for me, this was life. I was so excited because I actually oftentimes use indigo and olive. Olive isn't quite dark enough for me, and indigo, I just like the combination of the olive and the indigo on my skin. So I was super, super excited about this. So I'm gonna show you a couple different ways that you can do this if you have both of these brushes. Now, the whole concept of this makeup is to make your life easier. So I'm not trying to complicate it by using two different methods, but I just want to show you some options if maybe you are going out or you want a little bit more definition. So contour comes right here above that, or kind of by that ear, just along that bone, and you just kind of bring that here, okay? So you just kind of come up. So if you're here, tell me where you say hi and where you're from, and so glad that you're here. Okay, so that is one way if you're just wanting a little more defined look. So you can see already how it's just kind of created some definition. Now clearly you wouldn't leave that stripe there, okay? So if you're doing this, then you take and you could continue to kind of blend this in a little bit. I like to take the end of my 30-second hack, and then you just can kind of blend that out, okay? So that is one way. I do this a lot, like for date night, or if I want just a little bit more contouring, a little bit more definition. Two-sided brushes, so you can just kind of flip that. Or if you want to just be fast about it, just use the same brush, flip it over, come right here, and just kind of go right in there. And then you're all blended up. But what do you think of this color? I'm obsessed. A little bit goes a long way. I probably got that on a little bit heavier than what I would normally wear it, but it's cream, so you can just kind of, you know, work it. No big deal. I'll be blending it in a second anyway. All right, so then you're gonna come right here on the edge of the nose. So you kind of, eyebrow is your guide, and then bringing it straight down. So I have a more narrow nose anyway, so I don't need to pull it in anymore. But I just want to add a little bit of shadowing and then bring those lines together. So it just kind of contours that nose. So, oh, thank you, Janice. I bet you would love this Astoria too. Hi, Heidi. Central Washington. That is awesome. Thank you for being here. All right, so now I'm gonna go back. So that's what I've done with my nose. And then where you can just flip it around if you need to blend it out just a little bit more. I'm gonna come right up here onto my forehead and then create a little bit more shadowing. Okay, and then, and Janice, yes, you're in Washington too, that's right. Okay, and bring it right underneath. And again, I don't need a lot there. You never wanna have a big line. You never wanna see a stripe. And so if you don't have quite as much definition there, you would just do this really nice and subtle just to kind of create that shadowing, that dimension. It just really frames your face beautifully. All right, so that is the Astoria. Okay, so now another new color that I am just super excited about is Plum. This is the new blush / lip. And hi Lacey, I'm so glad you're here too, from Cedar City. Okay, so this is Plum. This is the other new color. Can you see that? It's kind of in the same family as the Nude, if you're familiar with this makeup, but it's a little more on the cool side, not quite as warm. It is gorgeous. You'll love it. So I'm just gonna take this B² brush right here, and then you just get the little apples, and I like to just lightly put it on so that I have more control of it. So this blush is calling your name, definitely. I think this might be the favorite color that you've been looking for. So isn't that pretty? My skin loves this color. Okay. So kind of getting it on there. I got it on a little bit thick, but you know, that's what your fingers are for. Actually, that's what your perfector sponge is for. So you can kind of go through there and blend that out. So see, isn't that so pretty? What do you think? So this is Plum, and I'm giving one of these away. So the way you qualify, you get an entry for every person you tag. You get an entry for all shares. Make sure you write shared at the bottom, because that's the only way I know. I see that people share, but I can't tell who's shared. So share this out, and for every person that you tag that you think might love this makeup, or you think might love this color, or any of these products, then tag them, and you will be put in my drawing for a free Plum. So I'm going to be sending that out to a lucky winner. Hopefully it's you. Okay, so there is Plum. All right, so this is, if I'm in a really big hurry, this is kind of what I do. I just put it all on right at the same time. And now I'm going to go in and set it with the powder. Okay, this is the powder brush, a little different than normal powder brushes. It has this flat end, and it sets it. This makeup is amazing, truly. Okay, just kind of going through. My skin is more dry, but I still feel like this makeup works best, it stays best if I set it with powder. Now the other side of this fits perfectly to go right underneath the eye. Okay, and then just take it right at the top. This powder is really finely milled, so it just melts right in. It just works magic. Okay, give me some hearts if you've used this powder and you love it. All right, and then I like to take the other side here, and this is the powder bronzer, and I like to set my contour with that, okay? All right, so now the other thing that I am really excited about is we have a new illuminator. And so do I ever use setting spray? I personally don't use setting spray. I know a lot of people really, really love it. I just haven't gotten in the habit of using it, to be quite honest. I use the setting spray, it has SPF in it, and so I do really love that. And I will put it like on my eyebrows to keep them from getting sun exposure or whatever. Or I'll put a little bit on. I don't like things sprayed in my face, so that's probably the bottom line for me. I usually put things on a cotton on a cotton swab or whatever. I know a lot of people have put the setting spray even on their perfector and just kind of gone over it that way. That would work for me. So, but anyway, but I know people that absolutely swear by and love that stay spray. So definitely try it out. The thing is you have 30 days. If there's something that you don't absolutely love, you can return it. And so, that is your SPF as well. So it's awesome for that. I'm sorry, I need to start using it so I can answer your question for me personally, honestly, but. All right, Dream Illuminator. So this is like a really super pale pink. I mean, it just barely shows up. It's our lightest illuminator. So if you are using Stay Spray, will you just comment and tell us what you love about it, what it's doing for you, how it feels on your face? I would love to know your feedback. So anyway, so this is just great if you just want just a tiny bit of illumination. So the way that you tag somebody is you start typing their name, and if you're friends with them, then their name should pop up in a list and you just push them and then they'll automatically be on this. So that's how you tag. Okay, so I'm just going right here. I don't know how well you can see it. So some illuminators show up more than others. The light will just hit it and just give you just a really nice, healthy glow. So if you want a little bit more sparkle or you want it to show up a little bit more, we have a brand new illuminator that is called Glow, especially on our darker skinned sisters. This is so beautiful. Or even on the lighter ones, if you want just a little bit more, you want it to show up a little bit more or catch the light a little bit more. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that, but it's called Glow, and it truly does glow. It's just like a really beautiful goldy, and it's just really beautiful on the skin. So I'm going a little lighter than that though today. And for my natural look, you know, I'm a grandma, a mom of older kids, well, mostly grandma, so for everyday life, I just like a little bit of brightness. So, oh, gotcha. So let me see if I can see the rest of that message. So you're oily, so you tend to stay away from it. So you're wondering for dry skin. So, you know, I think you can use it whether your skin is dry or oily. And I've heard of people using Stay Spray like in more humid places too. So anyway, it's something that you just have to kind of work with, I guess, or see. So some people like to put their illumination here. Thank you for that question though. And here. I don't have my eye makeup on quite yet, so you do this maybe after at the very end if you wanted to. So that is Dream, and it is a dream. It's like the perfect Pinkalicious, okay? All right, thank you so much for sharing. So now I'm gonna go into eyes really fast. So if you haven't heard, then our eyeshadows are all on sale. These are all the colors that are still left. So they are going super fast. If you haven't had a chance to get yours, then push that link at the top of the page in the header and go grab them while you can, because they are going fast. The new eyeshadows that just came out are still available. And so then Cupcake is a really great one. Lullaby is a brand new one. Bird is a brand new one. I've done a lot of tutorials on those because they are the newest ones. I mean, they're just all so gorgeous. So today I'm going to use a couple of them on my eyes. So let me see here. You tagged. Okay, the tags didn't populate like I said. Okay, I apologize for that. So if you are tagging people, will you just explain how you did it? Because maybe I didn't do it right. Or you can, maybe after the video is over, then you can tag. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I'll do some checking on that. But I think that you should be able to So anyway, so if somebody can answer that question, I'd be grateful. So hold on a second. Let me grab this. One fell out. So I must not have had it in all the way. All right, so today I am going to use Cupcake. So a lot of times, like I did before, I set my lid, especially if you're more oily, with the setting powder. I also love to do that with Cupcake. It's like the eyeshadow version of the Vanilla Dust powder. Okay, so I'm just going in here. It absorbs any oils. It just kind of acts as a primer and it sets it. Okay, so, I mean, you could even just have that right there if you are in a big hurry. I'm gonna go ahead and use On Wednesday. I really love this color as well. I'm gonna take this fluffy side and I'm going about halfway. And this one I just kind of go up to the crease right there. Okay, I have more deep set eyes, so I really feel like it's important not to put dark colors in the crease, but yet we all love that look. And so I'm gonna show you what you can do to kind of get that look without making your eyes look even more deep set. This one is a light color, so I am going into the crease because I want it to pull my eyelid out a little bit, okay? So this is On Wednesday. This one does have a shimmer to it. Cupcake does not have a shimmer. On Wednesday has a shimmer. So a little bit is gonna add lightening. You don't wanna put so much on that again, it settles into those creases. So, all right, so now I'm gonna go in with Cocoa. So this is kind of like a deep, well, it just looks like dark chocolate. It's kind of just a deep brown color. And so I am going to go again with this fluffy side, and I'm just gonna come right here and come up. I'm keeping it pretty much to the outside edge. I'm gonna take the other side and I'm gonna bring it right on that bone right there, okay, and kind of blend that all out. I already have a little bit of liner on. Oh, thank you. It's not heavy. That's funny. Okay, going right here. Okay, and then that just kind of adds a little bit of definition. It pulls the eye out and open, and just super simple, super fast. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the other side, right here. Again, starting right down there. So, and experiment putting your liner on first sometimes. So, grab some liner and then do your eyeshadows over it. Changes the whole look of it. I like to do that a lot, actually. So just taking that, just to that outside edge here. And then turning it over right here. Okay, and that just pulls that out. If you kind of get down too deep or whatever, then that's what Q-tips are for. I always have Q-tips on my makeup table, so for a little extra blending or whatever you want to do. If you want a little more, I wanted kind of just a blended look today. If you want it to be a little bit more dramatic, you can do that same thing using the smaller side of this eyeshadow brush and come out here and just kind of blend it in a little bit more. So I'm gonna take this and just kind of blend that in, because a nice subtle finished look is blending. I think that is the secret, okay? All right, So if you happen to have another brush, then you can even go back in with that on Wednesday and go through. Clearly you wouldn't want to do that with your dark, but anyway, you can just clean up anything. So what do you think? You like those two colors together? So super fast, super easy. You could do this procedure with really any color combination you want. So like Twilight is a really beautiful medium light color, and it has some shimmer, so you could do that here. That would add a little bit more, and you could do that with any of these dark colors. You could even use Miha for that, and Miha is one of the colors that, if you haven't heard, Maskcara is very involved with foster, trying to get awareness out there, trying to flip it around, because there's more foster kids than there are foster families that can help with them. And so they have a passion for trying to get the word out, to educate, and flip that around so that we have more foster parents that are willing to take children than we have foster children, so that you can have the right fit. So sometimes children go from one bad situation to another bad situation because it's not the right fit for them. And so everybody's different, everybody's personalities are different, and we all know that. I mean, that's why we have different friends, right? So anyway, there is an amazing film that they showed us at convention that they have put together, and I'm sorry, I'm forgetting what it's called. It's something has to do with love. And it's a journey of a foster boy who was taken from his mother, and then his mother worked really hard in order to be able to get him back. But it's his journey in a foster family that was just life-changing for him. So as soon as that comes out, I'll be posting about that for sure. It's very touching. So anyway, beautiful work. So question, when do you think the relaunch of the eyeshadows will be out? You know, I've not heard an exact date, other than it will still be at least a few weeks out. So I'm hoping that they'll get them for us. I think that they need to clear out the shelves. So these are fabulous eyeshadows. They're very pigmented, they're awesome. The new ones that they are coming out with are going to be even better. So there's a new cutting edge of the way that they process eyeshadows, and that's why we're coming out with new of them. They're going to be more pigmented. They're going to not break as easily. So if you've had a problem with eyeshadows breaking, I'm sorry about that. We do replace them though really quickly. And so anyway, all the same colors, but these ones, I've been using them now for almost 2 years and am obsessed with them. So don't be worried, and you're saving $6 per eyeshadow thing. So, I mean, that is like an incredible deal. So, don't wait to order because you're gonna miss out on the deal. And so, I will make sure that you see this video, Janice, and I'll go back in and read that message that you sent. But it's an amazing program, an amazing thing that they're doing there with the foster care. All right, so moving along here, I'm going to go ahead and grab my multitasker. I'm gonna go in with Salem, but before that, I'm gonna just touch up my brows, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and use Cocoa on my brows as well. I forgot, we have an eyebrow brush. I just forgot to bring it in with me. But the way you do your eyebrows, you come up here and then just bring that right underneath. Okay, give yourself a good little base. So, and come right here and then just bring that right underneath there. So remember, tag, if you tag, for every person that you tag, then you will get an entry, and for sharing, you will get an entry into my drawing of a free brand new blush. And I'm also gonna give one of those dream illuminators away. So get your, go ahead and share. Make sure you write that you shared. Okay, and then on the brush that we have, it has a little spoolie that you can go through, and I would highly recommend doing that just to make sure that you get them all really good and even. All right, so moving right along, I'm gonna take this, the small side, and I'm gonna go right in here. I'm using Salem, and I'm just gonna define this a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna pull it underneath just a little bit here. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, and now the other side. All right, so super simple. Usually that takes like hardly any time at all. I like to go back over on the fluffy side, just if I have any extra shine, or just to make sure everything just good and blended and set in. All right, let's see, mascara. This is by It Cosmetics. It's Superhero. I'm just gonna come in right underneath. With this particular mascara, it's kind of like you have one shot to get it on. It's a great, great mascara, but you just kind of have to be a little bit patient with it. Okay. So the best way to put mascara on is just kind of doing this little back and forth motion at the base. That gives you a really good thick base. And then just kind of come over the top. And it's, to be honest, a little difficult for me to use you as my mirror. I usually have a magnified mirror to put on my, oops, there we go, that's good. That's what Q-tips are for also. So anyway, I'll have to go do some touching up, I'm sure, afterwards. Hopefully that looks okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back on for my lips, because these are lips and cheek. I'm going with this plum that is amazing. So everything else is in stock. The eyeshadows are the only things that are being changed. So everything else is great. And this is a great way to build your, if you've been waiting to get your colors, to order your colors, this is a great way to earn your compacts at a reduced price. So another benefit. So this is the plum. And then I'm gonna go over it with just a little bit of black cherry. This is gloss. So, and it will settle into your lips after a little bit. And then it's just a beautiful color. I love it. Okay, so I wanted to tell you about some of the other products. We have, I forgot to blend. Blend, blend, blend. Perfector sponge is your friend. Really work all of that in. I love black cherry. It just adds so much, doesn't it? Okay, so other new colors, Scarlet. This is like just this beautiful, really beautiful red. I'll show you what it looks like. So for especially, I mean, it's really beautiful for a blush. It's really, really pretty in the winter, or for darker skinned people. This would be a beautiful blush or a lip. Okay. Linen is a new highlight. So it is, if you are a little more fair, this is between, our very lightest color is called Moonlit. And this is between Moonlit and White Peach. So if you're not sure what color you are and you'd like to be color matched, send me a picture, a well-lit picture of your face, kind of standing a few feet, well, just like maybe a foot back or 2 feet back from a window, a well-lit window, and with no makeup on. So then I could see any kind of redness that you have or any darkness, and so we can get the perfect color for you with that. Okay, and then Cola, this is a contour. This also can be used as an eyeliner. So you can go in and use it for an eyeliner. I haven't tried that yet, but I understand it stays on really well and it's awesome. This is also for darker skinned sisters of a contour. It gives you another option other than indigo to have a contour. So, and of course, you know, I put it on kind of dark, but it blends right out. So this is a really, really super awesome and fun color as well. So, all right, so well, there's two more things I wanted to show you really quick. We have brand new compacts. So the other thing about ordering eyeshadows is you still get a free compact. So even though they're on sale, then they still qualify. So this is one of the new compacts. Okay, let me see here. It's called Imperial, and it is so pretty. I have the rest of the compacts coming, and so I'll show those to you next week. But this is what Imperial looks like. It's marbled, and it just has like gold and kind of a purpley blue and some rose, and it's just really beautiful. And so we have some other compacts as well, like I said. So, but you get a pick. So if you order 4 eyeshadows, then you get a quad for free. If you order 8, you get a hack stack, which is like a double quad, two levels. Or if for 10, then you get a mini double decker, which is my personal favorite size. Or if you order 16, then you get this big boy. And so anyway, it's awesome. Alrighty, the other thing I wanted to tell you about is when you order a brush set, then I will give you a free brush cleaner for free. So for anybody who wants to order a brush set from me, then you get the brush cleaner for free. And taking care of your brushes is the most important thing you can do. It keeps your skin healthy. So you just, usually I spray it right onto the brush, but I can't do it with one hand. So anyway, but you can spray it onto a cloth as well. So it's gonna clean your brushes, condition your brushes, and disinfect them. So especially using a cream in you wanna make sure that you clean your foundation brushes, your 30-second hack or your detail hack. I clean these every day, actually. I just spray it on really fast, clean it. I just keep a cloth right there by me, and then it's good to go. It doesn't soak your brushes, so they don't get wet. So, alrighty. So just to recap, lots of new products still to come. Eyeshadows, don't miss out on those $8 eyeshadows. They are going fast, and they're not gonna last. So go grab yours. If you haven't had a chance, you still get a free compact if you qualify for that. And share. When you share this video, then you get, and for every person you tag, then you get an entry into my drawing, my giveaway, which is a free plum, a brand new color plum blush, as well as a dream illuminator. So 2 of our brand new products. So you get those by sharing. Any questions for me? Thank you so much for being here, for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to direct message me. Send me a picture if you'd like a personal color match. We are building our team. If you'd like to join our team, Sven and I would love to have you be an artist as well. And you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. And you would love the plum, hope, for sure you would. And so anyway, stay tuned. I'll be showing you more of the free stuff. So you guys have a fabulous day, and thank you so much for being here and watching. Bye.